Yeah. Very good afternoon to all the dignitaries, delegates, research scholars, and all the participants present over here. I, Namrata Dubey, on behalf of Chandrabhan Sharma College, welcome you all for 5-day online faculty development program on research proposal drafting for PhD aspirants, organized by Research Cell Sanshod and FDP committee of our college in association with Department of Commerce, University of Mumbai and Nehru Gram Bharati, deemed to be University, Prayagraj, UP. Before going to start, let's pray to God Almighty and take His blessings. Let us wish Lord Ganesha guides us towards more success in the future. Chandrabhan Sharma College of Art, Science and Commerce was established in year 2004. The college is affiliated to prestigious University of Mumbai and is also a recognized study center of Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University. Chandrabhan Sharma College was founded by the present managing trustee, Mr. Prashant Sharma. Mr. Sharma is also chairman of GHP Group. GHP Group has presence in real estate, education, and hospitality sector in northern and western part of India. Under his visionary leadership, GHP Group has achieved remarkable heights. Chandrabhan Sharma college is named after our inspiration, the great philanthropist, freedom fighter, late Pandit Chandrabhanji Sharma, grandfather of the managing trustee, Mr. Prashantji Sharma. Pandit Chandrabhanji Sharma rose from a humble background to owner of Powai estate, and he generously donated part of his land to prestigious IIT Bombay, Akshardham Temple Trust, Mukteshwar Ashram, and many more charitable organizations. Sharmaji's ideal and legacy is carried forward by our dynamic managing trustee, Mr. Prashantji Sharma. Many institutions like Chandrabhan Sharma College, Gopal Sharma Memorial School, Gopal Sharma International School, Powai English High School, Gopal Sharma Blooming Buds, Bharat Bharati School, and Junior College Jaipur and MAC Animation Center are run under the GHP Education Group. The courses offered by Chandrabhan Sharma College are Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Information Technology, Bachelor of Accountancy and Finance, Accounting and Finance, Bachelor of Management Studies, Bachelor of Banking and Insurance, Bachelor of Financial Markets, Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia and Mass Communication, Bachelor of Computer Application, BCA, Master of Computer Application by Yashwantrao Chauhan Open University. Our college has been awarded with B+ grade in first cycle of NAC. Dear participants, it is on occasion like this we get opportunities to enhance our knowledge and understanding. I now request Professor Shalit Bhaskar to introduce about the program.
A very good afternoon and warm welcome to all the dignitaries, delegates, scholars, and all the participants present over here. FDP has been considered as a stand-alone educational pedagogy in fostering knowledge and professional skills of faculties. Creation and dissemination of knowledge through research is one of the core functions of higher education institutions. Focusing on the same, I would now like to brief you on the 5-day faculty development program on research proposal drafting for PhD aspirants. This 5-day FDP is aimed at enriching your knowledge on topics like how to choose your research topic, objectives, and hypothesis, review of literature, drafting sample size, techniques.
With Chandrabhan Sharma College for this FDP. My sincere gratitude, especially to Dr. Kinnari Thakkar Madam, for arranging and helping us collaborating with such eminent resource persons who are avid researchers. Our aim of the FDP is to encourage young PhD aspirants with the process of research proposal drafting. I'm sure our eminent resource persons will make the process easy, interesting, and impactful. With these words, best wishes, and once again, welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We also have with us Dr. Kinnari Thakkar, ma'am, Professor and HOD, Department of Commerce, University of Mumbai. Ma'am has 22 years of teaching experience. She has won many accolades like the prestigious Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award for Teaching Excellence 2018 and Shiksha Ratna Puraskar for meritorious performance in teaching. Ma'am is also a gold medalist and has finance. She has published and presented several research papers in various national and international research journals. We welcome you, ma'am, and I now request ma'am to address the gathering.
Thank you, madam. A very good afternoon to each one of you. My dear friend and principal, Dr. Pratima Singh, staff of Chandrabhan Sharma College, Pandey sir, whom we have been associated here on this platform today, and all the dear participants, very warm welcome to each one of you on behalf of Department of Commerce, University of Mumbai. At the outset, I'd like to mention that it's a pleasure to be associated with the college and with other university, deemed to be university, so that this is a platform where we all can come together and we can share resources and knowledge, and we ensure that the research, which is the focus of new education policy, we are instrumental in enhancing the knowledge and the different skills which needs to be sharpened in this research area. The main motto of our Department of Commerce has always been like that. The University of Mumbai Department of Commerce always was interested since decades to promote research by organizing various programs, and also connects experts in the field of research with the aspiring potential researchers. And during the last 2 years, I'd like to mention that we have organized at least 12 FDPs in this regard, in research, and more than few international conferences, capacity building programs, refresher course, etc. So department has always planned and strived to ensure the enhancement of research as well as other publication skills of the young and potential researchers. And in this regard, I'd like to mention that we will continue doing that, and we will also ensure that this collaboration will come out with some good outcomes, and the researchers who have participated in this will definitely have good takeaways after the end of the program. So I welcome each one of you and wish you all the best, and ensure that we will come out with all such programs in future as well. Thank you so much, and all the best to all.
Thank you, ma'am. I would now like to introduce Professor Vinod Kumar Pandey sir from Nehru Gram Bharti University, Prayagraj. Sir has 18 years of teaching experience. He is a research guide and is also a member of Chairman, Admission Committee, member of Academic Council, member of Board of Studies, member of IQSC, member of All India Commerce Association. Sir also has many research publications to his credit. We welcome you, sir. I now request sir to address the gathering.
नमस्कार मैडम।
Namaskar, sir.
सर्वप्रथम मैं प्राचार्य जी को, अन्य जो विद्वत्गण जुड़े हुए हैं उनको नमस्कार करता हूं। हमारे लिए यह एक सौभाग्य की बात है कि हम सुदूर क्षेत्र के इस ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में इलाहाबाद विश्वविद्यालय यह ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में स्थापित है हमारा, और एक जो महान शक्ति के रूप में हमारा राष्ट्र है मुंबई, आर्थिक गतिविधियों में प्रथम स्थान है। वहां के कॉलेज से हम इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से जुड़ रहे हैं, ये हमें बहुत खुशी की बात है। आप मैडम एक ऐसा प्रासंगिक विषय को चुना है जो कि हायर एकेडमिक, विशेष रूप से यूनिवर्सिटीज के लिए एक मेन फंक्शन के रूप में होता है रिसर्च। रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट किसी भी संस्था के लिए, किसी भी देश के लिए, किसी भी संस्था के लिए, किसी भी देश के लिए महत्वपूर्ण स्थान रखता है। आज हमारी जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं इस आर्थिक युग में, भौगोलिकरण जो हुआ है, ग्लोबलाइजेशन में, उनको हम रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट के माध्यम से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। शोध हायर एकेडमिक का एक प्रमुख कार्य है। इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से हम अपने शोधार्थियों को, रिसर्चर्स को एंड रिसर्च गाइड्स को, अन्य जो विद्वत्जन हैं, एक दूसरे के नॉलेज को एक्सचेंज करेंगे। निश्चित रूप से वह विद्यालय भी और हमारा विश्वविद्यालय भी दोनों एक दूसरे से लाभान्वित होंगे। आज जैसा कि शोध पर विशेष ध्यान दिया जा रहा है, लेकिन हम ये भी देख रहे हैं कि प्रॉपर गाइडेंस न होने के कारण, दूसरी तरफ नेट की सुविधा होने के कारण उसका लोग मिसयूज कर रहे हैं, कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहे हैं या अन्य चीजें कर रहे हैं। तो इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से हम उनको विभिन्न गाइडेंस प्रदान करेंगे। शोध टॉपिक कैसे सेलेक्ट करना है, उस शोध टॉपिक को कैसे डिजाइन करना है, हमारी परिकल्पनाएं, हाइपोथेसिस कैसे होंगी, साथ ही साथ किस प्रकार से हम उसको प्रश्नावली के माध्यम से जो हमारी प्रॉब्लम है उसका फैक्ट निकलता है और उसका क्या सॉल्यूशन है, उसके बारे में हम विभिन्न विद्वानजनों से विभिन्न दिनों में, जो 5 दिन का कार्यक्रम है उसके अंतर्गत सुनेंगे, जिससे हमारे छात्र भी लाभान्वित होंगे और हम सभी लाभान्वित होंगे। हमारा विश्वविद्यालय केवल यूपी में ही नहीं, इलाहाबाद में नहीं, बल्कि एमपी में, जैसा कि आपके महाराष्ट्र में कई जगह से एमओयू हुआ है। ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कंपनी सेक्रेटरी से भी हमारा एमओयू हुआ है। समय समय पर विभिन्न प्रकार के वर्कशॉप विभिन्न कॉलेजों से, विभिन्न संस्थाओं के सहयोग से हम लोग कराते रहते हैं। अपने छात्रों को भी कराते हैं। पीजी में जो है हर सेमेस्टर में स्किल पेपर रखे गए हैं, उसके माध्यम से बच्चों में एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट किया जाता है। जैसा कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री भी कहते हैं और हमारी आवश्यकता भी समय है, वाणिज्य शिक्षा केवल नौकरी प्राप्त करने के लिए शिक्षा नहीं दी जाती, बल्कि वाणिज्य शिक्षा इसलिए प्रदान की जाती है हम एक एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की भूमिका में आए, विभिन्न लघु एवं कुटीर उद्योग के माध्यम से जो हमारे रूरल रिसोर्सेज हैं उनको मैक्सिमाइज यूज करके खुद अपना रोजगार लोगों को दें। हम जो है रोजगार प्राप्त करने की शिक्षा न ग्रहण करें, बल्कि रोजगार देने के लिए शिक्षा ग्रहण करें, और व्यवसाय का यही प्रमुख उद्देश्य है। यह इस शोध के माध्यम से हम अनेक विधाओं का अध्ययन करेंगे जो क्षेत्र संसाधन है उनके माध्यम से हम कैसे उत्पादन बढ़ा सकते हैं, कैसे रोजगार सृजन कर सकते हैं और कैसे अपने क्षेत्र का विकास कर सकते हैं। और क्षेत्रीयता से राष्ट्रीयता, राष्ट्रीयता से विश्व की तरफ हम बढ़ेंगे, निश्चित तौर पर विकास करेंगे। और आज की समय की यही मांग है कि हम शोध के माध्यम से अनेक समस्याओं का निराकरण करें, और क्योंकि शिक्षा इंटर लेवल तक बहुत हो जाती है, ग्रेजुएशन लेवल और यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल पर प्रमुख कार्य यही है लोगों को शोध कार्य में बढ़ावा दिया जाए, और यह वर्षा निश्चित रूप से उस पर महत्वपूर्ण योगदान प्रदान करेगा। इसी के साथ मैं अपने वाणी को विराम देता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Kindly mute your mic, other participants. Now I invite the guest speaker for today's session, Dr. P.T. Chaudhary sir, ex-dean of NM University, Jalgaon. Sir is presently senior professor in School of Commerce and Economics, KIIT Deemed University, Bhubaneswar. Sir has 37 years of teaching experience at UG level and 34 years of teaching experience at PG level. Sir has completed 2 minor research projects and published 9 books and 54 research papers in national and international journals. Sir is certified in North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon, Amravati University, Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapith, Pune. As a guest speaker in North Maharashtra University in 2004. Fellowship of Indian Commerce Association in 2004. State level Dr. P.C. Sejwalkar Best Commerce Teacher Award of Maharashtra Commerce Association in 2005. Sir was member of various academic bodies at university level. We welcome you, sir, and now I request sir to take over the session. I request all the participants to mute your mic. Chaudhary sir, over to you, sir.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all of you. Respected Principal Dr. Pratima Singh, Dr. Vinod Kumar Pandey from Prayagraj, then Madam Kinnari, Head Department of Commerce, University of Mumbai, and fellow participants who have joined this faculty development program. Actually, I am very much pleased to witness such a wonderful webinar which is being organized by one of the esteemed college from the University of Mumbai, that is Chandrabhan Sharma Arts, Science and Commerce College, established in Powai, I think that. Because I am very well known to large number of the colleges from the University of Mumbai. Because fortunately, I started my career in 1981-82 from R.A. Poddar College of Commerce, Matunga. So, and I was on the board of studies as well as on the research committee of University of Mumbai. Lots of friends are there. So it is just like to deliver the lecture on a home pitch. Okay, and actually I feel very great honor as well as privilege to have the dialogue as well as deliberation with the galaxy of the potential PhD aspirants at this moment. And I am thankful to the Sharma College as well as the whole faculty of the Sharma College for giving me an opportunity to establish the dialogue as well as deliberation with the PhD aspirant. And we know that how that PhD is very crucial as well as important from the point of view of the entry to this novel profession of the teaching. But at the same time, let me tell you frankly, as and when this particular degree that has been made sort of the mandatory in this particular profession and has got the attachment of the 2-3 increments, and at that point the quality of this particular degree got deteriorated. Unfortunately, I am disclosing this particular fact over here, and it's true that I am at this time I am very much happy that you, more than hundreds of the people directly and indirectly might be having this sort of the touch with the teaching as a novel profession and having the sort of the interest to do something in the field of the commerce as well as the management. So friends, basically when we think about the, I am not going to teach you what is research, what are the parameters of the research, what are the types of the research, because that everybody is familiar with all these terms and terminology. But let me tell you frankly, when we generally try to enter into this particular arena of the research, that we have a lot of confusion which begins from the selecting or choosing the guide, choosing the subject, choosing or selecting the university, etc. Lots of the questions generally takes place in your mind, and you will have to resolve all these questions thoroughly, and no doubt with a proper modus operandi, no doubt. But basically we have a little bit confusion about whether we are doing a research or really it is invention or it is innovation, because these three terminologies what we use on a common platform in a common parlance. But as far as we are from the commerce and management background, we have nothing to do about the invention. We are far away from the invention, because our commerce and management research is not based on it is not a laboratory based research. So we are having the sort of the attachment with the social research. So not to think about the invention, you are not going to find out anything which the public doesn't know, because invention is that thing that you are going to find out something new which is not familiar to public. So we don't want to become Newton or Graham Bell or Wright brothers, etc., because what they did, that is invention. But as far as focus is concerned, we are supposed to concentrate on research. And as the faculty and the fraternity of the commerce, we are also familiar with innovation, isn't it? So innovation is a different thing, because we are habituated to taught the entrepreneurship, and in which generally we do focus on the innovation. And in innovation, what is expected that to find out the new things or to put the same things totally in different manner before the public. And actually here the problem arises when you start the research, it can lead towards the innovation. Try to keep in mind, isn't it? Innovation cannot turn towards the research, but the basic thing that once you start the research, it can lead toward the innovation, then you can find out the new thing. Okay, whosoever might have find out the television is the invention when initially it was got invented by anybody, or telephone is the invention whenever it might have got invented by that somebody, isn't it? But when this television got a variety of the changes and the variety of the attachment over there as an instrument, that is a part of innovation. And that innovation falls in the jurisdiction of the entrepreneur, industrialist, businessman, etc., etc. No doubt the risk is the inherent part of the whole process. And where does the research plays very vital role? What we, being the part and parcel of the commerce arena, we people are supposed to do the research. And in research, what is expected that if you you divide this particular word, research is equal to re plus search. You could be able to find out the meaning of the terminology easily. Research means search again and again is research, and it never ends together, isn't it? And everybody knows that it is a set of a knowledge, no doubt. What you are supposed to do, you are supposed to do, and you only have to dig out the information, data, etc., etc. So this digging out process is called as the research. When we dig out the land, everybody knows that we get the sort of the large number of variety number of the minerals from the land. In the similar manner, when we dig out the information and data, we get variety of the set of the knowledge, and accordingly we can draw the conclusion. We can go towards the suggestion by drawing the problems, then recommendation, etc., etc. It's a research process. I'm not going into the depth of the research process, but in common parlance, there is a little bit confusion between innovation and research. So try to focus here on the research only. Automatically, innovation can take place. You can take any simple thing, even pen, whosoever might have invented, that was an invention there. But when these models or this particular commodity got the variety of the adjustment and changes, it may be in packing, it may be in after sale services, it may be in refilling, it may be in the color inks, etc., etc. That is the innovation, and this innovation takes place because of the research. And what we are supposed to do and concentrate on the research over here, and that is why this research is called as a very systematic inquiry or the investigation for getting the new knowledge. What is expected from the whole research process, and one condition that is a preliminary conditions. Whenever you want to become a researcher, whenever you want to do the research, you are supposed to be very hunger person of knowledge. If you are a person of a satisfied nature, don't go for the research. Means you might be satisfied, okay, I have got the PG degree with flying colors of the Mars, and I am gold medalist, I am university topper, I got distinction, I have completed MPhil. Now there is no need to do the research. Means you are a person of a satisfied nature, don't try to go for the research. If you are a person with hunger of knowledge, then only try to enter into this particular arena, because this arena is not easy. What precaution you will have to take, that will be the different thing. But whether to enter into this research arena or not, it depends on you, to what extent you are the person of hunger. If you are a hungry person, as far as the knowledge is concerned, that research will be easier and easier for you. And after deciding, okay, I want to do the research, then 2-3 things will be a very, very important milestone for you. You may treat it may be as the problem or as a challenge, that is selection of the topic, selection of the guide, and selection of the university. From which university you are going to undertake the study, from which university that you expect that this particular degree is having a particular level of the standard, whether to got yourself registered in University of Mumbai or University of Pune, University of Nagpur, as far as Maharashtrian people are concerned, isn't it? Otherwise, you can cross the barrier of the states also. It depends on you. Okay, so that will be a challengeable task before you. And after deciding that, okay, that Mumbai University PhD degree is having the sort of the particular grade, particular value, like this, and status symbol, etc., etc., and try to try to judge the availability of the guide, because availability of the guide is also one of the very, very difficult tasks before the researcher. Now, what is happening? The PhD aspirants are large in number, and comparatively the research guides availability is very less in number. I know the 10 to 15 years back, what was the situation in Mumbai University? Very few research guides were there, but because of the efforts as well as the very, very directive efforts made by one of my friend from Mumbai University, Principal Shivare, as well as Madhu Nair, and from their point of view, they had taken much more pain to how to increase the number of guide in Mumbai University. Because earlier that you people, those who are having the employment in the jurisdiction of the Mumbai University, were supposed to find out the guides from the Vidarbha, Marathwada, or Khandesh, etc. I think that now there will not be any need to go elsewhere. In Mumbai itself also, large number of research guides are available, and some of the guides I know very well. These are very good researchers. But unfortunately, I must confess here one thing, that by just expressing my deepest apology by saying the sorry also, whenever you will try to select your guide, because as far as the guides are concerned, there are two categories of guide. One is Buddhu category of guide, and another one is Buddhiwan category of guide. So you will have to decide whether you want to go to the guide, approach to the guide who is belong to the first category, or you are interested to have the guide from the second category, that is Buddhiwan category, isn't it? And it's true that because of the mushroom growth of the PhD and the variety of the guides, large number of the people become the guides over here, and simply they do not know how to guide the researcher. Unfortunately, it is happening. So you are supposed to be very much cautious and careful while selecting the guide, whether you want Buddhu guide or Buddhiwan guide. Because these Buddhu guide generally are very much habituated, just like a Sayaji Rao, and they put their signature wherever you want together, and they know that by using their name that you could be in position to grab this particular objective of PhD degree. But really, if you are hunger of the knowledge and you want to do something unique in the field of the commerce, try to choose that person who can guide you very well, though how your your span of the PhD may be longer one. So my humble submission to all of you that not to find out the shortcut method for doing the PhD, because I know the repercussion as well as the implications that those who have followed this shortcut method, and what the problem that these people have faced together, because being the vice president, former vice president of the Indian Commerce Association, as well as former joint secretary of Indian Commerce Association, I had used to visit to large number of universities throughout the country, and I know the what is the situation and position of the research in the country. So be careful while, be selective while choosing the guide. Okay, then after the selection of the guide, you are supposed to be choosy one, no doubt, whether he could be able to guide you or not, whether he could be able to spare the time for you or not, because the success of your research thoroughly or to a large extent depends on the cooperation of your guide. And the guide is the architecture of your research in just a way that how do we give the much more importance to the architecture while constructing the bungalow or while constructing the building. You can you could be in position to understood the role of the engineer as well as the architecture while making any sort of the construction. In the similar manner, the role of the guide is very, very crucial to you, because he is the architecture of your research. And one thing, that those students generally follow the directives as well as the instructions given by the guide, and generally keep the positive attitude towards the guide. Otherwise, few students generally treat the guide as a villain. It's but natural, because unless and until your guide gets satisfied with your work, he can't show you the green signal and can't say you to go ahead. Till then, repetitively he can order you, you can just guide you to do this thing, not like this, but like this. And while making the correction twice, thrice, you people, those who are researchers, generally got irritated, sometimes got frustrated. So this irritation and frustration is the regular part of the research. You can't go away, you can't keep yourself aloof from this frustration or the irritation. And that time you may have this sort of the temperament in your mind that our guide is not good, that how he is not satisfying, and just repetitively he is telling me to revise this one and that one and this one, and go like this and not like this. These are the common instructions. And at that time you people could be in position to develop the image of that person as a villain. But this villain generally try to instruct you for the betterment of you. Try to understand this. No doubt, in that case, your guide should be knowledgeable. If your guide is from the first category, and despite that, if he is giving you sort of the trouble, then aapko Bhagwan bachaye. But if really your guide is intellectual, he knows exactly how to do the research, and whatever he is guiding you, whatever the instruction that he is given to you, you people are supposed to obey these instructions, because these instructions are for the betterment of your research. But it always happens. Sometime in particular phase, you treat your guide as a villain, and at the end, when you got your PhD degree, automatically if you try to recall the knowledge and rewind the whole picture, then you could be in position to realize, no, he's not a villain, but he's a hero of the research. It always happens with everybody. Because the role of the guide is the role of the critic. So how I have completed my PhD when such types of the your computer technology was not available. As far as our research was concerned, the highest possible mechanism available to us was calculator. That was the highest and top level mechanics that is available to us, along with typewriter. Now you people are very lucky. You can collect the data and information, having various variables over there. You can put them in proper format. You can feed them in proper format, and automatically you could be in position to get the result, whether this hypothesis is accepted or rejected by considering the particular level of significance. And variety of the tests are there. Variety of the statistical tools and techniques are available to you. Because sorry, otherwise you people directly can type on the computer. We people are supposed to write it throughout the night, day and night. Okay, so in that case, you people, your generation is very lucky, can take the help. No doubt, our days were based on the research, which were theoretical research, historical research. Now you people can go for the analytical as well as the empirical research. Again, one thing I am telling to you, because whenever you people generally try to read the variety of the books of the research methodology, and when we come to the types of the research, you people get confused. Whether this is theoretical research, analytical research, go to quantified research, qualitative research, empirical research, variety of the types of the research. Don't take the tension of all these types of the research. First of all, try to focus on this particular issue. Whatever the research may be, it may be theoretical, it may be historical, or it may be empirical or analytical. Don't try to dig out much and more, because if you try to dig out much and more, that you will be confused. And if you got confused in initial stages, your research will be a very, very difficult task for you. So don't do this. Whatever the type may be, that you people are very lucky. One thing. Another thing, there is a little bit confusion about the research. Some people believe that research begins with the facts which are known to you, and research ends at the fact which are unknown to you. Try to keep in mind this particular phrase, that some people believe, because two types of temperaments are there. Some people believe that the research begins with the facts which are well known to you. That's why you are starting the research on that particular topic which is well known to you, and you end your research at the step which is not known to you. Where does your research got finished? This is one version. Another version, that some people believe that the research begins with the fact which may not be well known to you, which may not be known to you. That's why you are starting to do the research, and you are ending your research to that particular step where the facts are well known to you. This is upon you. It may vary from person to person, because it depends on what type of topic that you have chosen. Whether you are familiar with this topic or not. If you are familiar with this topic, you know this topic, Very well means that you know the fact very well. You could be in position to finish that particular research at a particular step where you do not know the further knowledge in that particular topic. That is unknown fact, isn't it? And sometime it may happen, it is true, that sometime but the topic that you have chosen together may be not known to you. Means you are not familiar with that particular topic. Means you are going to begin your research with the facts which is not known to you, but when you finish your research, that there will be crystal clear idea about that topic, and whenever you end that research, you could be in position to know that topic very well. Means the facts could be very well known to you. Both these processes are correct, but it depends on the topic which chosen by you. Now come to the point, how to choose this particular topic. Three different categories are here, or three compartments are here while choosing the topic. Because here the role of guide as well as the role of the student plays very vital role. And before selecting the topic, you could have completed the formality of selection of the guide. What I think that, because otherwise people go in the reverse direction. They select the topic and they try to find out the guide. यानी कि ये थाली मैंने ऑर्डर दिया है, who will digest this थाली. अब वो थाली में कुछ आइटम ऐसे होते हैं कि वो सामने वाले को 2 पसंद आते हैं तो 1 पसंद नहीं आता, 4 पसंद आते हैं तो 3 पसंद नहीं आते. Refusal of persons, this process starts together. So better way to identify the 2-3 persons, take their permission, select the guide first, try to have the discussion over with him, and then you can go for the selection of the topic. Now 2-3 ways are here. To some of you, your guide may allot the topic to the student. Some of the guides are of such temperament that they generally give 2-3 topics to particular students, and out of that he is supposed to choose the single one. This is one compartment. Means forcefully some of the guides give their subjects of their interest. If he is a person of finance, definitely he will focus on the finance, maybe liquidity, maybe profit, maybe variety of the ratios, maybe realization, maybe takeover of the particular companies, whatever, or maybe fund flow management, or etc., related with the finance. If he is a person of finance, no doubt. If you are a person of finance, try to approach that person. And then in finance also, variety of the aspects are there. In which aspects you are having the keen interest, try to disclose and discuss that issue with your guide. But as I told that, there is the first category that the guide can assign the topic to the student. And here what happened, in that case, you as the researcher may not be able to refuse that topic. Once you have chosen your guide, if your guide is final, and if your guide is assigning you or making the allotment of the topic, this is the topic for you. This is 1, this is 2, then this is 3rd topic. You'll have to choose anyone. So in that case, you may have the interest in this 3 topic or may not have the interest in this 3 topic, but you have no alternative in that case, because here you have given much more importance to that personality. And he is a person, he is the guide of that temperament that he generally allot the topic or the subject to the student. Another category of the guide is there. They give the sort of the liberty to their students, and they generally inquire with the research students, okay, my dear, in which area you will be comfortable. Whether you will be comfortable in marketing, HR, finance, cooperative sector, or various corporations, various industries, then which type of industry, micro industry, small industry, tiny industries, or large scale industries, then what aspect of that industry. Like this variety of the questions will be there, and accordingly you will have to show the sort of the readiness that in which area you will be comfortable. Then if he feels that, okay, you can do this, and if your guide give you the green signal, you can go ahead. Means some of the guide give you liberty, okay, in which on which subject you are going to do the research, okay, agree, go ahead. But it will not happen with everybody, and everybody will not get a guide of such type. And the third category, that with mutual consultation they decide the topic where you will be comfortable. Sir, I will be comfortable over here, because variety of the topics are there. अभी ये जो घिसे पीटे टॉपिक जो है, एग्रीकल्चर मार्केट कमोडिटी, एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस कमिटी, फिर एम्प्लॉइज प्रॉब्लम, फिर शुगर इंडस्ट्रीज, फिर ये कॉटन इंडस्ट्रीज, ये जो है प्रॉब्लम, ये एक सब घिसे पीटे सब्जेक्ट हो गए. ये ब्रिक वर्कर्स का प्रॉब्लम, ये प्रॉब्लम, वो प्रॉब्लम. ट्राई टू फोकस ऑन दी वैरायटी ऑफ द न्यू सब्जेक्ट्स और देयर में भी. आपके स्टॉक मार्केट में इतने अभी वैरायटी ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट्स आ गए, आपके कमोडिटी मार्केट में आ गए, आपके गिल्टेज सिक्योरिटी मार्केट में, आपके फिनांस में अभी वैरायटी ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर. भी नहीं तो क्या है, तो कोई just by making the change in the district and the हो गया आपका टॉपिक. ये रिसर्च चलते रहा आज तक. So it should not happen. If you want to do the research in real sense, try to find out something new, because the variety of the first try to focus on the aspect, and automatically how to convert that particular aspect into the particular topic, that will be the prerogative of your research guide. Your topic should not be in a sentence or the statement form. It should be to study, to evaluate, to analyze, to critical study or critical evaluation. ये नहीं तो क्या होता है कि चलो मुंबई स्टॉक एक्सचेंज हो गया, मुंबई स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का व्हाट aspect you are going to study. अब फिर कभी कभी होता है कि okay, problems of the cotton growers, लेकिन from which area? Then आप ले लेते problems of the cotton growers, study the problems of the cotton growers from Maharashtra. Will it be possible for you to approach the representative sample by covering the cotton growers from the Maharashtra? Then we come to the with special reference to Konkan area, with special reference to Pune district, with special reference to Vidarbha. So your topic should be full-fledged one. It should not be vague one, isn't it? Whatever the topic you are going to decide together, because and everybody said that research problem माने क्या होता है? The topic which is under research is the research problem, and that research problem you will have to dig out the information, you will have to collect the information about that research problem, in which variety of the problems you could be able to find out. यानी कि research problem अपना guess problem होता है, is your topic, and उस टॉपिक के अंदर whenever you try to dig out the information, try to inquire the data and information, you could be able to find out a variety of the problems. And there you will have to make the suggestion and recommendation to overcome this problem. Where does your research get finished? Where does your research get ends? Because meanwhile, you will have to decide the objectives of your research, and then you will have to decide the proposition or the statement which is under consideration, what we call to that one, that is hypothesis, because the hypothesis plays very vital role, and the research will not be full-fledged one without but as the side effects, that how this productivity will definitely be gained together. Means, what is the statement available with you that effect on productivity of the self-appraisal scheme? Then how you could be able to find out the this particular thing, and how can you convert this particular thing into the topic? Tell me. I have given you just a statement. Come on. You will have to convert this particular statement into a research problem. And what is statement? That the variation in employee productivity in a particular company after appraisal or post appraisal. So try to find out such types of the sentence or the statement, and then try to put up them into a particular format in consultation with your guide. That will be your study problem. That statement should looks like definitely that it can turns into a real research. That is research problem, because your lots of the work depends on how you are going to construct that particular statement in a particular format, that so that it should looks like a research problem. So anyone can take that the evaluation of the variations in employee productivity in particular company after appraisal. Critical study bolo, analytical study bolo, kuch bhi bolo. So I have just given you this example, that try to find out the area or the topic first, then it can be converted into the particular topic. Another example I am going to give you, that whether these Reliance company's dividend has decreased. अब ये रिलायंस कंपनी का डिवीजन डिक्रीज तो हुआ, वैरायटी ऑफ द रीजंस में बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल देयर, बट आपको रिसर्च करना है. सो व्हाट शुड बी द रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम? हाउ कैन यू टर्न दिस पर्टिकुलर इश्यू इनटू द रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम? उसको रिसर्च के प्रॉब्लम के फॉर्मेट में आपको लाना पड़ेगा. तो कैसे लाओगे? हाउ कैन यू कंस्ट्रक्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट? Come on. Host, kindly allow those whosoever want to respond.
So they can unmute.
They can unmute, no doubt. I have given you one sentence on this statement, and you people are supposed to convert that statement into the research problem. That will be your research topic. As I have given you the variation in the employees' productivity because of the performance appraisal system. Now this is the one of the problem why that the dividend payout has decreased together in a particular company. That employee turnover is more post performance appraisal. ये तो स्टेटमेंट ही हुआ, आपको उसको कन्वर्ट करना है रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम में, एंड दैट रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम शुड टर्न इनटू योर रिसर्च टॉपिक इन अ पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मेट. अभी देखो कि जैसे कि जस्ट आई हैव कोटेड यू द डिविडेंड प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द रिलायंस कंपनी, दैट देयर इज अ decline trend that has been reflected over together or pictures queued together in last 5 years. So this particular sentence can be converted into the research problem. For example, to study the impact of dividend reduction on shareholders perception of company stability. कि डिविडेंड में जो रिडक्शन हो रहा है उसका शेयर होल्डर्स के ऊपर क्या इफेक्ट होने वाला है, that is you are going to study. Means how to convert it, to study the impact of dividend reduction on shareholders of Reliance company, of Mahindra Group. Yes, to evaluate the impact of performance appraisal on employee turnover. Employee turnover, rather than employee turnover, you can get employee productivity also, employee turnover also. Isn't it? Like this, correct? Again, and sometimes you may observe that sometimes customer may switch over from particular X brand to Y brand. So you'll have to find out the reasons why these people are shifting from this brand to that brand. तो कोई भी ब्रांड लो और उसको रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम में कन्वर्ट करो, क्योंकि there are certain product attributes are there, and these people are giving much more importance to certain attributes or the utility of that particular product, and they may found or they may have find out the another different product having the much more utility rather than the earlier product. That is why there is a switch over from this product to that product. That can be your research problem. Yeah, evaluating impact of reduction in the dividend. Yeah, reduction in the dividend rather than dividend reduction. क्या होगा? Customer shifting from one brand to another brand. To study the impact of marketing on investor, to study the yeah Gupta madam, what was that topic?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Sir, I was asking that whether can we create a hybrid topic? I mean, HR and marketing, or marketing and finance.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, like, if I put a research title like to study the impact of marketing strategies adopted by mutual fund companies. So, does these marketing strategies impact investors' decision?
Mutual fund company आ गए तो this topic is finance oriented.
But I'm talking about marketing strategies. So,
हाँ,
so can I take such a topic?
yeah, it will be a sandwich topic. Finance,
Okay.
marketing,
Huh.
and again, what will be the next parameter?
Finance, marketing, and investors' decision making.
हाँ,
Like
ये
we
वो तो
talk about consumer buying behavior. So
हाँ, तो ये
this way,
तीनों का सैंडविच टॉपिक हो गया, दैट यू कैन टेक, नो डाउट. क्योंकि कॉमर्स में क्या होता है कि द पर्सन whosoever may be, he may be of HR, but he could be able to guide in the arena of the marketing also. क्योंकि
okay.
कॉमर्स पीपल क्या होता है कि मास्टर ऑफ ऑल, he could be
Okay.
able to guide. बट साइंस में क्या होता है कि साइंस का वो बॉटनी का पर्सन बॉटनी को गाइड कर सकता है, जूलॉजी को नहीं. कॉमर्स में क्या होता है कि कॉमर्स whatever the mastery may be, but the marketing people can guide the finance students also, no doubt. The finance person can guide the marketing student to some extent also. In that case, you can take co-guide.
Okay. So, sir, in such a sandwich topic, what weightage should be given to each keyword? Like more weightage should be given to the marketing aspect, or investors' decision, or mutual funds.
It depends on your interest.
Okay.
Because you are going to dig out, है ना? तो ये 3 खड्डे में से कौन सा खड्डा ज्यादा आपको खुदाई करनी है, आपको डिसाइड करना.
Okay, sir.
क्योंकि उसमें आपको प्लांटेशन करना है.
Yes, right, sir.
Yeah.
So one more query.
We will take queries later on, no?
Okay, that's fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Then, a very simple thing about the research I am going to. कोई टाइम का कंस्टेंट है? कौन है? भास्कर मैडम. Yes, Bhaskar madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
हाँ, मुझे टाइम का थोड़ा कंस्टेंट बता दीजिए. एट व्हाट टाइम आई शुड गेट कंक्लूड. Because just I have just created a very conducive environment so that your FDP will be successful in the rest of the days.
Yes, sir. In next 10-15 minutes, you can wrap it up, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So friend, another important, because I am just trying to make your research easier and easier. Everybody generally have the lots of the questions in your mind about the research, but basic problem research का क्या होता है कि ये 3 hurdle basically पहले आप कर लो. Selection of university, accordingly selection of guide, selection of topic. Then biggest problem will be there, how to start the research. क्योंकि ये जो है ना, इट्स रिसर्च इज द बैटलफील्ड.
तो टीम वरती अटेंडेंस कसं कलेक्ट कर.
सो ये बैटलफील्ड है, लेकिन हाउ टू.
All the participants are requested to keep themselves on mute. It's a humble request to you all. Keep yourself on mute.
यहाँ से चेक करना है ना, एक सिस्टम में सिविल ओपन, एक सिस्टम में आरएल ओपन.
Sir, you are not audible.
Now is it audible? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So after completing the 3 basic hurdles about the research, the main issue that is a very headache to everybody, that how to start the research. तो इसके लिए तो कोई मुहूर्त देखने की जरूरत नहीं है ना, इसके लिए किसी का कोई इनॉग्रल फंक्शन करने की जरूरत है. बट बेसिक प्रॉब्लम इज दैट कि हाउ शुड we get initiate, how should that research get ignited, ये basic problem आता है. तो ये क्या है, this is just like a difficult entry in the battlefield. तो एक बार अगर आपको समझ गया कि that in this way, this is the way that to enter into this particular arena. अब होता क्या है कि I told you that some of the guides generally insist you to publish 2-3 papers basically before starting the research. They insist you. अब ये इसमें problem is that, biggest problem is that you do not know, do not have the great knowledge or the particular knowledge about the topic, and how your guide can just order you to go and publish 1 or 2 paper in just a reputed journal, etc., etc. It will be a very, very problematic for you, because you do not know ABC about the research paper, etc., etc. और आपको immediately बोल दे तो problem आ जाएगा. कुछ research guide ऐसे होते कि you do go directly and concentrate on the research methodology. There will be a problem. Don't go directly on methodology, just keep your methodology in your mind. अगर आप thesis का research methodology का topic से start करना शुरू करोगे, because that will be your own creativity. As far as the first 2-3 topics are concerned, the credit of these 2-3 topics never goes to you, because first 2 topics are basically a secondary database or secondary information based topic, introduction of the topic, in which to some extent, to a great extent, copy paste is possible, and generally majority of the students follow that pathway, because introductory topic, that is highlighting your own topic by collecting the information from that source, this source, that source, like this. Then second topic may be review of literature. Again, the credit will not goes to you while completing the second topic of the review of the literature, because you will have to make the review of the various researches that are available on the same topic or the same aspect. You will have to dig out, you will have to collect that information. This is also the secondary database. Means when you begins your work with initial introductory part, so that your confidence can get boosted up. Oh yes, I have started the one topic, and now I could be able to finish that one introductory format, introduction of the whole topic. Then I am on the verge of the completion of that chapter 1. Then you can turn toward the review of literature. It is quite easy. Means out of 6 topics, if you could be able to finish first 2, your confidence will be at highest level. And then later on you can touch to the very important sole topic of the research, that is research methodology. And here you are supposed to be much more careful, much more cautious while writing a chapter of research methodology. And don't commit the mistake over here by inserting the theoretical matter about the research methodology. What is research? Aspect of research, characteristics of research, types of the research, and out of these 5-7 topics, 5-7 types of the research, my research belongs to this particular category, empirical research. There is no need to insert this busar material or garbage into research methodology, because being the valuer, we generally start to read the thesis from the research methodology, and the impression of that topic is the last impression. If you could be able to succeed to create that impression in the mind of the evaluator that the research methodology is perfect, because this is the mirror of the research. So you should focus much more, you should give much more attention toward the preparation of the third topic, whatever the number of that chapter may be. But research methodology, that to the maximum possible extent, you will have to devote much more time on that one. And as far as this particular thing is concerned, do focus on objectives of the research, and these objectives should have correlation with your research problem. Try to keep in mind. Otherwise, some of the research problems are different, though how the objectives are different, there should not be any irrelevant issues should not be there. Your objective should be relevant to the research problem. Research problem means your topic. One thing. Then in that research objective, your last two objectives should be to find out the problems and to make the suggestion or recommendation. And then you will have to concentrate on the hypothesis. कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं कि that while preparation of the outline, कुछ hypothesis वो ड्राफ्ट कर लेते हैं before entering into the in-depth knowledge of that particular research problem. You could not be able to construct the hypothesis. आप मुझे बताओ कि आप बिल्डिंग का कंस्ट्रक्शन कर रहे हो तो उसका प्लिंथ लेवल आने के बाद में ही उसका लिंटल लेवल आना है, और लिंटल लेवल आने के बाद में ही उसका स्लैब लेवल आना है. डायरेक्टली यू कांट गो टू लिंटल लेवल विदाउट हैविंग कंप्लीशन ऑफ द प्लिंथ लेवल. ये ध्यान में रखो. एंड डूइंग द रिसर्च इज जस्ट लाइक कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द बिल्डिंग. और रिसर्च का सीक्रेट ये है कि whenever you could be able to get your PhD, then you will be in a perfect condition to do the research. When I had completed my PhD and when I started to guide the rest of the students, then I was realized that, oh yes, PhD can be done like this and not like that. So that's why I am telling you, it is just like constructing the own house. और आपका हाउस का कंस्ट्रक्शन जब पूरा हो जाता है तब आपको पता चलता है कि हाउस कैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट किया जाए. We can construct the house like this, but when you could be able to know this after the construction of the house, आपको तब प्रॉब्लम पता चलती कि oh yes, that this toilet should not be here, that should be there. पहले एंट्री करते वक्त आपका डाइनिंग हॉल, लेकिन उसमें आपने पोर्च में पार्किंग का ये करना चाहिए था. ये वेंटिलेशन शुड नॉट बी लाइक दिस, वो वहां होना चाहिए था. ये किचन एज पर दी वास्तुशास्त्र यहाँ नहीं, वो वहां होनी चाहिए थी. At that time your architecture guide you, but sometime being the owner of the house, you may not be in position to listen the instruction of the architecture. In the similar manner, you may not be able to listen the instruction of your guide. और जब वो घर हाउस पूरा कंस्ट्रक्ट होके पूरा होता है तब हमें पता चलता है कि जब हम उस कंस्ट्रक्टेड बेंगलो में हम गृह प्रवेश करते तब जाके that we could be in position to realize what mistake that we have committed while constructing the house. Means after the construction of one house, you could be able to construct the another house in a very better manner. But आदमी तो लाइफ में एक हाउस कंस्ट्रक्ट करता है, आदमी तो जिंदगी में एक PhD डिग्री लेता है. After getting that PhD, you could be able to know, yes, this PhD can be done like this and not like that. ये मेरा जो what I am telling to you, try to keep in mind. Whenever you will get PhD awarded, then you could realize that PhD can be done in better manner, not like this, what you did, but like this, what you can do. So in better way, you can guide to your research student, because आपने ये एक हाउस तो कंस्ट्रक्ट कर लिया होता है. This is the very inner secret of the research, and it always happens with everybody. Another mistake generally almost all the researchers commits together. आप मुझे बताइए कि आपका research का topic select हो गया, then you try to dig out the information, draw the conclusion, ये hypothesis accept हुआ, reject हुआ, वो सब हो गया. Then you draw the conclusion, then on the basis of the problems you find out ये क्या हुआ. फिर आपको problems के बाद में आपको क्या करना होता है? Yes.
Hello.
हाँ, वो problem को what will be the next treatment after recognizing the problems?
We should go through the
Solution.
Huh?
Finding solution.
Solution.
We should go for literature review, sir. What are the earlier?
No. I'm not talking about research problem. Research problem हो गया, आपने conclusion draw कर दिया, isn't it? Now we are on the verge of completion of the research.
Social interest or community interest to the research.
आपने research में के problem भी identify कर दी है. जो research problem select किया, उसमें कुछ जो problem आए, yeah, these are the problems that laborers are facing. These are the problems the shareholders are facing.
Further scope of the study, sir.
That will be the last point. आपने problems identify किया, डॉक्टर की तरफ गया, प्रॉब्लम लेके गए. डॉक्टर क्या करते हैं? डायग्नोसिस के बाद में आपको पता चला कि these are the prescription देंगे.
Yes, sir.
तो रिसर्च में क्या देंगे आप?
Recommendations.
Suggestions. Is there any difference between suggestion and recommendation?
Yes, sir.
क्या? Generally we use, you researcher generally use suggestion and recommendation synonymously. But don't commit that mistake. I'm telling you this simple example. Whenever you go to the doctor, what process you follow? That doctor, just I am having these are the pains to my shoulder. Okay. तो डॉक्टर क्या करते हैं? आपको पूछते हैं, आपने कुछ वेट उठाया, आपने कुछ ज्यादा एक्सरसाइज किया कि जिसकी वजह से आपके शोल्डर पे पेन आया, या आप कहीं कोलैप्स हुए. ओके, सो डॉक्टर स्टार्ट द डायग्नोसिस. सो दिस इज डायग्नोसिस is your research. Then after all he come to the conclusion, okay, आप कहीं तो भी स्लीप होके रोड पे कोलैप्स हुए थे on that right shoulder, and that's why the pains are persisting over there. But वो पेन कहाँ तक है? Methodology is there to have the X-ray, to have the MRI. X-ray में अगर कुछ चीजें नहीं आती तो go for MRI, and then he could be able to find out the causes and reasons and what exactly happened to him. Otherwise क्या करेंगे? Okay, अगर डॉक्टर ने आपको बोल दिया कि okay, go to medical and take any painkiller.
It might have side effects, sir.
It might have side effects, but if doctor is suggesting you go and take the painkiller, this is suggestion. And if he is prescribing particular painkiller, that is recommendation. So try to differentiate suggestion and recommendation in this way in your research. नहीं तो क्या करते हैं? Okay, government has to take corrective action for resolving the issue of the kisan. But what corrective action? This what you have made, this is only the suggestion. Government has to take corrective action so that the strike of the farmers can be pulled out. ये क्या हुआ? Is it recommendation or suggestion?
Recommendation.
not recommendation.
Suggestion, sir.
It's a
Suggestion.
suggestion. Go and take any antibiotic is suggestion, but go and take this particular antibiotic is recommendation.
Means the recommendation has no choice that you have to buy that only.
Recommendation concretely cure your problem.
Yes.
Your suggestion is vague. यानी कि आपको देखो कि ये किसान प्रॉब्लम में है, आप यू आर गोइंग टू सजेस्ट ओके गवर्नमेंट हैव टू टेक नेसेसरी करेक्टिव एक्शन फॉर withdrawing the strike of the kisan. अब corrective action, what corrective action you are proposing? It is just like prescribing go and take antibiotic ही हुआ ना, but which antibiotic will be suitable to you?
Yes, sir.
तो रिसर्च में ये ध्यान में रखो कि that you people are supposed to make corrective action for the problem, so that corrective action can remedy the situation, and you people are supposed to make the recommendation, because the recommendations are the specific one, and recommendation is the specific medicine on that disease. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So okay with that?
Sir.
Yeah. 2-3 questions.
Yes, sir. I just wanted your suggestion. My area is commerce and management. Means I'm particularly from commerce. And
you see that don't ask your personal issues and personal questions.
Sir, I'm talking about title topics. PhD के topics के बारे में सर. अगर मैं कॉमर्स से हूँ तो मेरा टॉपिक कुछ रेरा बिल पे या रियल एस्टेट आ सकता है कि कॉमर्स में सर?
कॉमर्स तो इट इज अ वास्ट एरिया, इसमें कुछ भी आप ला सकते हो. रियल एस्टेट इज आफ्टर ऑल डीलिंग, इट्स अ ट्रांजैक्शन, इट्स अ कमर्शियल थिंग, isn't it?
Yes.
हाँ. लेकिन उसको कैसे लाना और इट इज अप टू यू, क्योंकि क्या है ना, रियल एस्टेट इज अ मार्केट. ये बूम होता है, ये कोलैप्स होता है, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
तो इसमें बूमिंग हो रहा है, कोलैप्स हो रहा है, कहाँ हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, उसमें लीगल ट्रांजैक्शन कैसे, इलीगल ट्रांजैक्शन कैसे, यू कैन डिग आउट.
Yes.
Yeah, you can go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other?
Yes, I hope all the participants clear their doubts. Okay, so we'll move to the next section. Yes.
Anita, I have seen you elsewhere. I think that
might be.
Okay. Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So I have a question that can two researchers from two different specializations come together and make one topic?
Who will get PhD?
That's my question. I'm not clear. Like for the research papers, when we do, so there are like
for research paper, it is that will be okay.
Okay.
But for degree, that the university will not allow.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so we have any other queries? I hope everyone got cleared. Okay, we'll move to the next session. So, good afternoon, all. As all things come to an end in life, so is the day one of 5-day faculty development program. On behalf of Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, I would like to express my gratitude to all who have directly and indirectly contributed to the institution's Day 1 FDP on how to choose the topic. To begin, I would like to express my gratitude to Professor Vinod Pandey for taking our time and motivating us. Also, a special thanks to Dr. Kinnari Thakkar Madam for encouragement towards the FDP. I would like to thank Dr. P.T. Chaudhary, our day speaker,
Your knowledge and presence have truly enlightened us and cleared the doubts of our research aspirants for selecting a research topic. I would like to express my gratitude to our principal, Dr. Pratima Singh Madam, for guiding us through the session. The organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching personnel deserves a special recognition for their unwavering support and collaboration. Thank you so much to everyone who took part in this faculty development program. We come to the close of today's faculty development program. With these warm words and a lovely message, tomorrow at the same time and on same platform, we will connect with the topic interlinking title, objectives, and hypothesis. Thank you all once more. And yes, I will be posting the feedback link in the chat box. Kindly fill the feedback link. After that, only all of you will leave. Thank you so much, all.
Thank you.
Yes, we are posting the feedback link. While we will be filling up the attendance link, I'll request all to rise for the national anthem. Thank you all. See you tomorrow, the same time, same platform.
Samaja sir, happy journey.
टू व्हीलर वाल्यांसाठी फोर व्हीलर
काय
नियम नवीन झाले ते
कसले अजून ते हे ना न्यूज दाखवते ना नाही नाही ती अंमलबजावणी झाली असती ना सोडून द्या.
Please, if you're done with the feedback link, participants can leave the meeting.